everybody. So it's the last day of the cruise. It's about 2 a.m. in the morning, and we're somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean between the Caribbean and Florida. We're on our way back, and you know what? I decided this is a good time to talk to you about a little bit of what I learned for the past 6 months between Little Mike and also what I learned from the pros and playing with all the other people as well. So here we go. The first step is you got to know your stroke. You got to get your stroke down smooth, and you also have to stroke through the ball. Very, very important is stroking through the ball, because the ball reacts very, very differently if you poke at it versus if you stroke through it. You know how there's a time when there's a cue ball, there's an object ball, and you want to hit it and you want to come off the rail and come back, but if you don't stroke through it, it doesn't come off. If you just poke at it, it just hits it a little bit, it doesn't go where you want to. So, very important, stroke through the ball. Second is your setup. Setup I'm still having problems with because I rush so fast to get to the next shot that I don't really step back after before each shot and look at it and find the point and then get down on the ball and stroke at it. And the third thing, I don't know about this because everybody does it differently. How do I say this? Little Mike gets on me all the time because I do the effing stroke. But you know what? That gets me into the line. But I also see what he means, because you want to get down on the ball, you want to find that point, and you take a couple of strokes at it, and then when you pull back, he wants us to pull back and hold it for like a half a second or 1 second before going through to the ball. And that makes it a lot more accurate. But I don't really hold in the back, which I should. When I was doing it in the beginning, I was very, very accurate. But then after a while, I start stroking and punching it through. I'm still hitting it, but I was not as accurate. So I think I'm going to go back and start working on not only my setup, but a pre-shot routine, but also the pause in the back. What else is there? Focus. Focus is definitely the number one. The number one thing is focus. Without focus, yeah, you might make some good shots, but you have to focus. Focus in, target in on your points where you're gonna hit, and just stick with it and follow all the way through with it. Don't take your eyes off of it and concentrate. There's people that could run 3, 4 in a row, and then after that they just they chunk one because they feel like, oh, you know what, I'm on a roll and I'm feeling good, and then next thing you know, they just chunk it out. Another thing that I learned, I've always been able to draw the ball, but following I have an issue with, because I don't hit the top of the ball enough to follow through. Don't be scared. I'm always scared that I'm gonna just like miscue and tip the top of it and it doesn't go anywhere, but you're gonna need that cue to be able to tilt it like this and hit through up this way. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of miscuing. Hit it that way. If you hit it that way, you'll get much more spin on the ball in the follow. I learned that a lot. My draw, I never had an issue with the draw. So the draw was always good, but you do have to practice your draws, how far you can draw back, how far you can push forward. You do have to get that ball control speed. What else is there? Other than that, you just basically got to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Put in your time. You do have to practice on your own. Practicing is not just practicing with other people. You really do have to practice on your own to do some drills. And check out some of these. I have so many different drills on my YouTube channel from different professionals, different pros, and they have different ways of working on it. So from Guy Young Kim to Little Mike to Max Aberly, to Aaron McManus. You know what? look at those drills and try them out, because it does. I mean, once you master them, it absolutely does help. Oh, the pattern plays. Pattern play, I mean, unless you get somebody there to teach you how to do the pattern plays, which I'm gonna have some videos coming up soon from pros on pattern plays. And pattern plays is so much more involved than what you think. And also, what we do is we look at 2 balls ahead, okay? One, whatever you're hitting, the next ball, you look at it. To get to the next level, you have to look at at least 3 balls ahead. You know, well, 2 balls ahead. One your own, and then 2 other ones. You want it, that most important ball is that, not the second, but the 3rd ball there. Because once you you can look at the angle to get from the first to the second, then the second to the 3rd. That's when you're on your next level. That's when you go from amateur to basically intermediate, if not pro. So look at that 2nd and 3rd one. And also, tips is, if you're playing 8 ball or 9 ball, and there is a problem spot and you can't break it out within the first 1 or 2 shots, let it go, leave it. Leave the rest of your balls on the floor, and leave the rest of your balls on the table, and start sending it up, even if you give them ball in hand, and let the other people get to that problem spot and let them take care of that. So that's a big one. That's a big tip. Safety plays is all about angles and also speed, and that's just something that you have to practice. And I can't tell you guys enough is to watch more videos, watch others play, and you can see their pattern play and see their safety play. And then that way, once you've seen enough of that, then you will learn and you will start seeing when to play it as well. So watch a lot of YouTube videos. And another one, record yourself. When I started recording myself, I go back and I watch the games that I play, when I lose or when I win, and you gotta record yourself, because that's when you see your faults, when you see your errors, and when you're doing well. Record yourself. Even I know when you record your own matches like I do, I hate going back to watch the ones that I've lost, but then again, you take the most out of those from the ones that you lost. So, you know, hopefully more people will start recording themselves and start really go back and just watch, because it does show you, at least it did for me. My game picked up a lot, not only because I've been practicing, but I've been watching these things, and I find out where I have the errors. If I stand up too quickly, if my backstroke I don't pause, if I'm doing too much strokes, I mean things like that. You record yourself and you will see it. But other than that, that's my advice to you that I've learned from Little Mike and all the pros that I've played with everybody else. So hopefully that'll keep, and you know, I haven't played picked up the stick in about 3 weeks, and I really am anxious to get back to Las Vegas. So I'm ready to go. And right now I'm speaking to you in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean on this Royal Caribbean cruise, and it was great here. I really needed the vacation after throwing that Asian Culture Day pool tournament was very hectic for me. I almost didn't make it. A lot of negative people, and then the non-believers, they were almost correct. But luckily, I made them not. So, but now I'm taking a little rest with the family. I got a lot of videos to show you guys, and I'm going to be putting that up really soon. So I'm coming back. I'll get things done, and you guys will be seeing some cool videos and matches on FaDa Vlogs. And also, I have an idea on how to make pool better. get pool to the next level. I mean, we've been sitting back and watching decades and decades at pool just declining and declining, or not even getting any higher or getting any better. Actually, it's been declining because it used to be on ESPN and being broadcasted throughout the world, and now it's not even on there anymore. And I have an idea why. So I am gonna go and talk to some of them, and I'm gonna make them a believer, and we're gonna give it a shot and see if we could help out with the game of pool billiards. I just love the game, and I hate to see it take a dive, and so does a lot of other pool lovers. And I have a very, very different idea than what everybody else thinks. So let's see if we can make that happen, and you guys will know soon enough. Okay. So I'll be off at this cruise in the next couple of days. I'll be hanging around Miami, Florida, or Fort Lauderdale, one of those, for a couple of days. And then when I get back and I get some internet service, I will be back on track. I'll start editing those videos and sending it out to you guys. I also want to say thank you so much for the subscribers for watching all my videos. For those of you that have not subscribed, please subscribe, and also give me a thumbs up if you like the thumbs up, thumbs down, and let me know what you think of the videos, because it does keep me motivated and keep me going. And if you got any questions in the comments, or email me or comment me, please do. I really, really look forward to those, because that'll tell me what you guys are thinking, and if there's anything that I could do better. So, man, I've been on this trip for 6 days now. Tomorrow's gonna be my 7th day, and I've been eating like crazy. I mean, I gotta be putting at least 6,000-7,000 calories, maybe even 8,000 calories a day into this body. I mean, I'm so full, but I'm just keep eating because it's all free. So I gotta get back and start not necessarily getting in shape, but I just gotta start eating correctly. But when I do get back, there are a couple of people that I do want to talk to, and I think we can possibly make a difference. So in the meantime, I hope you guys are okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
After editing the video, I forgot 2 things that I wanted to share. One is that your grip. The grip is one of the most important things. Here's a big thing for the amateurs. When they shoot in the beginning, they grip it. They go through it and they grip it hard. When you grip that stick, it twists that stick. You don't want that. A lot of the pros that you see now, when they grab it, you only see them holding with these two or these two. When they go through it, they don't grip it or tight or anything like that, because it does twist the stick. So they just hold it basically with these two, and you're gonna see, watch the pros. They go right through it like this without gripping it. And again, if you go through it and you grip it, it twists the stick and you won't be that accurate. So that's one thing. The other thing is I've learned how to hit the cue ball, put English on the cue ball, going through the ball, putting more English on it without hitting the ball harder, without hitting the ball faster and harder towards the object ball. If you hit it lighter and you put English on it, you'll get more spin off of it. You'll get more reaction off the ball.